In World War II, over 7,000 American merchant marine sailors lost their lives due to enemy action, and in 1942, over 7 million tons of Allied shipping went to the bottom of Daisy Jones' locker. This ship behind me, the Lane Victory, is the only victory ship left in the world of her kind, and she's a living testament and memorial to all those sailors. Come with me now as we take a voyage of discovery and a voyage that recreates portions of a World War II convoy. It may very well be the most exciting one-day voyage you've ever taken. We're talking with Clint Johnson, who was actually one of the founders and prime movers of this ship, the Lane Victory. But Clint, tell us what your job is now.
Well, I'm sort of a roving ambassador. Unfortunately, I'm one of the last of the people that got this thing started because of our age. They've all
passed on to that.
Passed on.
Yeah.
The big place.
Okay. What about, I've seen quite a lot of young people on this ship today, teenagers. What sort of reasons do you think young people should come on the ship for?
Well, I think the historic aspect, but the idea that this is a ship that served in World War II, the Korean War and the Vietnam War, and it's still running, and young people can come down here and volunteer and learn what we do, and this is really where we're getting the replacement crews for our old guys that can't do this, because this ship will be around here another 30, 40 years.
Oh, I went to sea for over 50 years.
I guess one thing that I notice about this ship, you know, with ships today, cruise ships, everything is automated and computerized. And here it's practically like it was, you know, I don't want to say 100 years ago, but a long time ago.
Well, it's over 60 years old, this ship. And yes, everything is original here except for the radars, which are naturally weren't available when this ship was new. So.
And I see the helmsman there is steering the ship. I've been on some cruise ships, and the wheel on a lot of cruise ships today are so small you could almost fit them in your hand.
Well, this is all hydraulic. This is all hydraulic, and all the modern ships are all electric. And so they're much different, much different.
How old are you?
16.
What? 16? How do you feel to be driving a ship like this?
A little nervous, but confident.
What would you like to be doing later on in life?
Coast Guard.
Doing what?
Rescue swimmer.
Talking about artillery, this huge gun behind us, could you tell us a little bit about it?
Yes, this is a 5-inch 38 caliber gun, and it took 11 men to operate this gun during World War II. And it was hydraulically operated and electrically.
These shells down here on the ground, they're very, very heavy. Is that what the gun fired?
Yes, it was similar to that. They're dummies, by the way, and they each weigh 55 pounds.
This was a very, very dangerous job.
And you never knew when a enemy submarine would come in view and fire a couple of torpedoes at your ship, or you would have an enemy air attack, either German or the kamikaze planes out in the South Pacific.
What is the most difficult part of your job?
You know, maintaining automation that we have on here. That's about it.
When a ship like this was torpedoed, how difficult was it to get out?
Very difficult, especially when you're down in the engine room, but it depends on where the ship was hit. If it was hit in the engine room, you're all dead, so forget it. If you were hit by the bow or the stern, when the captain said, get off, abandon ship, we'd just go up the ladder and get off.
How much fuel does this ship use an hour?
About 125 gallons, that would be a day.
Clint, how many ships were built? And I know at the peak, Victory and Liberty ships, which was similar to this, didn't they turn them out like almost one a day?
Oh yeah, there are probably more than one a day. In the Victory ships, which came on later in World War II, there was over 500 built. Liberty ships, there was 2,700 built. This ship came on later during World War II because it was faster, much faster, and a better ship. And as we caught up what was needed, then they started building the Victory ships. And when they dropped the bomb, and a second bomb, I can just imagine the admirals, the people building these ships said, "Stop building the ships, we don't need any more, the war is over."
If you think about workmanship and the fact that these ships were built in 1943, 44, 45, that says a lot about American workmanship. I mean, here we are, all those years later, and it's still going strong.
Right, and down in our forward museum, we have a picture. This was built in Cal's ship just about 2 miles from where the Lane Victory's berth is, and it's full of pictures of women, because women were the ones building these ships. Not all women, but the women were the ones that made this possible.
Rosie the Riveter.
Rosie the Riveter, and this wasn't even riveted, this is welded. The Liberty ships were riveted. So it's the women that have got to be given the credit, and they also built the airplanes.
We both have some pretty good partner dancing background between the both of us, about 4 years.
Yeah, so we just decided to come do it, and it's been really fun, so we stick with it. A little difficult with the rocking back and forth, but we managed.
So whether you're relaxing and listening to nostalgic big band music on board, or watching whales frolicking in the ocean, or witnessing the capture of a Nazi spy, the entertainment is endless and unique. One of the most exciting times is when this World War II merchant marine ship is attacked by authentic 1940-era planes, complete with gunfire and flybys. And the fact is, you'll never experience anything like it on the seven seas. And yes, of course, there are plenty of picture opportunities. Okay, we're pulling into San Pedro now, and I said at the front of this voyage that this may be one of the most exciting one-day voyages you'd ever taken. I hope you'll agree with me that that is indeed what it was, one of the most exciting cruises you've ever experienced. Until next time, this is John Clayton. I'll see you later. A one-day cruise on the Lane Victory is the most exciting tourist attraction in America, and it only happens in Los Angeles.
Totally unique, different.
Absolutely thrilling. Excitement for the whole family.
Make your reservation today by calling 1-800-595-4849 or go online to lanevictory.org. Do it today.